Welcome back, guys. My name is Luis,
My name is Kevin.
and we are the Chronicles of Broke Boys. I just want to say thank you guys again for just tuning in, and hopefully you guys enjoyed our previous podcast. And like I said in the previous podcast, we are starting a series called Serial Killers, and so hope you guys like it. Hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, guys, we're gonna get started right away because why not? And yeah, so and actually. Let me put in a quick plug-in. You can listen to us on Podbean, Apple Music, iTunes. No, sorry, Podbean. Dang it, I can't talk today. So it's iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, Google Music, Castbox, and any other podcast apps out there. And you can follow us on Instagram at Broke Boy Podcast. And yeah, guys, we're gonna get started. So today we're talking about a murder case that still hasn't been solved yet. And you guys might know what it is. There's a movie based on it that's on Netflix. Starting Jake Gyllenhaal or Gyllenhaal, one of those.
I don't know nothing about actors, bro.
And what's his name? Damn it, the guy that plays Iron Man.
Tony Stark.
Not Tony Stark, his actual name, but yeah, he's in there. And
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, him. It's called the Zodiac Killer. No. It's a great movie.
Oh, he's in it?
Yeah, he's in there.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's a good movie. And actually, it's a real case as well that has yet to be solved. So we're going to get started right now. So a Zodiac Killer is basically a guy that took place between, actually not a guy, a murderer that took place between the late 1960s and early 1970s in the California area, in the Bay Area, basically. And so this guy is, I got to say, one of the... And I don't want to give him credit for this, but he's a brilliant guy. He hasn't been caught. You know, he taunted the police. He left notes for them, and they still haven't found him. So this man, he murdered people, and he left notes. He called the police and tell them where he killed them at, and it's, to me, it's by far crazy. And yeah, so his first murder case was in 1968 in Vallejo, California, actually. So his first murder case, if you guys haven't watched the movie, so there's this boy and a girl that went to the lake. Their names are, oh crap, what are their names? There we go. Their names were David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen. So these two little couples, just trying to go out to the lake, relax, take it easy, take it slow, vibe out,
What year?
And in 1968, and this is like in December, so like December-ish. So David, out there, going the extra mile, trying to, do his little thing, but I got, I don't believe sex is for marriage, because I believe it's something you have to do whenever you're married. It's something between a man and a wife, and yeah. So, but this dude, I gotta give David credit. He went the extra mile. He picked her up in a car.
Try to go diving, bro.
Try to 1, 2. And they went to the lake to relax. They probably had food. And I'm guessing it was around, this is just my part, this is what I think it happened. That was probably during evening, so the sunset was out, they were just listening to, some tunes, and just, the mood was right, the lighting was good. He probably tried to make a move, but,
didn't happen.
No, little Betty was like, I'm just trying to chill, relax, get my Coke on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Coca-Cola on, not Coke. Coca-Cola on, relax. But nah, unfortunately, that didn't happen. Things got twisted real quick, man.
Fast.
So one thing led to another. They're probably making out. They're probably, kissing each other. Bam! They get shot. By who? Zodiac Killer. Now that's sad. That's very anticlimactic for them. I mean, that's sad, They get shot. They were both David was 17 and Betty was 16, so they still had a long life to live. But the only cool part about it was like, they died like at sunset, at the beach, like at the lake. Unfortunately they died. That's the most suckiest part ever. But where you died is pretty cool. I think for me, if I would die, I would like to be asleep. I think being asleep would be a cool way to die.
If you get shot, you're gonna wake up.
No, more like just you die in your sleep.
Silence.
Yeah,
yeah. When I'm old though.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the way. That's the way to go. None of this like gratata stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I sent shots.
And yeah, so that was the first murder case. So he called the police and told them
known murder.
Yeah, that was his first known murder. So they called the police. He's saying, "I killed these two teenagers. This is a location that." Of course, he fled, but he did leave a note there.
What did the note say?
I don't know. I remember saying, the note he sent to the publisher was like, killing is fun. Killing is like...
What year was it again?
1968.
1960...
Or 1969. The note said, it's like a puzzle. It basically said, a cipher. So it said, I like killing people because it's so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of them all. Which is kind of true. I mean, we have guns. We freaking polluted the earth. We've thrown trash in the sea. Killed many animals.
You don't go negative, bro.
Dude, I feel bad for humanity sometimes.
Oh yeah, I feel you, bro.
I'm just like, don't litter, man. This is your house too. And so, yeah, so that was his first murder case. So the second one was in July 5th, 1969.
July 5th?
July 5th.
1969? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yes, the second murder case, their names were Darlene Farron, she was 22, and her boyfriend Mike Magoo, which he was 19.
I have the cipher right here.
And...
Go on.
And basically that was one of his that's his second murder. He killed her first and killed Mike. Like Mike kind of survived, but he died at the end. But Mike lived long enough to actually call the police and tell them where they're at, so they could get some evidence. And but I mean, with all the evidence they checked, the fingerprints and all this stuff, they still couldn't find him just yet. They couldn't link him to anything.
It's crazy that just to deal with the bag on his head, right?
Yeah, and not even just that. Like the FBI even helped the police of San Francisco, trying to find him, but they couldn't find him. And also in the movie it shows that that there's many suspects, but they all wouldn't fess up to it. So who knows? Like if he's still out there. So like that sucks, man, because you're just chilling, minding your own business. Like the first murder, they're just chilling, trying to vibe out, trying to, have some fun. But no, there's people. There's always gonna be someone out there trying to, ruin your fun and just hate on you, or even just, unfortunately it happens. The murder happens. But like, I wish I could know more about this dude and why he started killing people. And like, this is probably not one of his. It's probably not one of his first cases he's killed people. He's probably did others as well. Some people believe that he got caught, but then he never fessed up to him being the Zodiac Killer, and he probably died, or he's in jail right now for other murderers. But yeah,
let's see that again.
So people believe that sometimes people believe that he he probably just died already, or he already got caught, but he just didn't fess up as him being the Zodiac Killer. Maybe he killed one person and got caught doing that, and
then he just took it from there.
Yeah. So who knows? No one knows where he's at.
I found 10 possible high profile.
Oh really?
People that they think that might be him. But we'll go over there at the end.
All right, we'll do that at the end. And so let's get into the third murder. The third murder. Now this is kind of crazy because they all are linked together somehow. Not linked together, but more like
It kind of connects because of people they know, or
not so much like the location.
the same location.
Different location, but same.
Have you seen the movie Zodiac?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's like it's the same. It's like the same-ish location. But basically, the first and the third murder, they were chilling at the lake. Like one in what is it called? One in Vallejo, California was the first murder, and the second one was in Napa County, called Lake Berisa. Berisa, yeah.
Batista.
No, Joe. John Cena.
Dun, 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 dun. John Cena's the man.
And yeah, so this man ends up, like ends up chilling. Cecilia. Oh, well, let me tell you guys. Let me tell you the names. Sorry. The third murder, their names were Cecilia Shepard and Brian Hartnell. And like I said, they were just chilling at the lake.
The bank. What's up, bro? I'm just trying to withdraw $600.
And then just vibing out, probably eating, having a picnic. Just relaxing. A nice day. It says here they weren't married just yet, but who knows, man? They were just gonna propose. It was a nice night. They were out going on a date. So the Zodiac Killer comes up to him in the hoodie and puts a flashlight on them. But then next thing you know, he starts stabbing them. He ties them up and stabs them.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, dude.
Like, why would you have to tie him up? I can just stab him.
Yeah, dude. Tie him up and then bam. He went, bah, shing, shing.
Have you seen the video of Soldier Boy?
Soldier Boy.
Oh, no,
bah.
And I just hopped out of the car. I was like, ga. And then I went up to him and I pulled out my mask and I was like, damn. And then the interviewer was like, did you know him? I was like, nah. I was like, but you act like you know him. I was like, yeah. But then no, he ignored that question. I was like, then I shot him again. Bah! And then
right in the back.
And I shot him again. I shot him twice. And then I ran to the back, and then I was like, no. And then just jumped out of the room like, pa. And all those people started running. It was weird. Yeah. It was funny though,
dude. I don't know if he's lying or anything, but I know this is off topic, guys. But Soldier Boy, he 2019, late 2018, early 2019. He's coming up again, But the story about him shooting other people, shooting 16 bullets in his seven capacity gun. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Oh no,
it was stupid. That's funny though. But yeah, like I was saying, Cecilia Shepard and Brian Hartnell were just chilling at the lake. They get tied up by the Zodiac Killer, and he stabs them. And unfortunately, Shepard didn't make it, but Brian was very critical. They made it to the hospital, and even then, he didn't make it as well. Which is unfortunate. Meaning, like that's traumatizing. Imagine if he was awake, dude, and like they were just, and imagine he got into a coma, he woke up and like, oh crap, what happened?
Huh? He didn't do anything else to his victims, like rape or anything.
Nah, dude, he just killed them.
He just liked it for the fun, dude. Mm-hmm. Imagine people just killed. He did it
like a sport.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He thought of it as a sport, like game. Like,
yeah, dude. Like, who thinks of this stuff, man? Like, why would you want to kill someone just for sport? Like, they have another person has a goal in life. I don't know. You never know. They might be a doctor or someone good. Someone could take care of your children
or something.
Or someone like that. Like, we don't know that. Like if the previous podcast of Pogo the Clown, he murdered 33 young men and boys. You never know. One of those could have cured cancer or even been a great doctor or the next president. You never know. But like there's people that are out there who are just killing people just for fun, which isn't cool. I feel like now we're more aware of our surroundings, and like not even just that, more like we have our resources to talk to one another, whether we be on one side of the state, from East Coast to West Coast. We could just send a quick text message or something, it's like, oh crap, this is happening, And like, if you guys didn't listen to our previous podcast a couple weeks ago from the CSUN, there's a threat there before, and
good thing nothing happened.
Nothing happened, thank God. But thank God for resources that we are able to understand, and where and the time and the place that it's going to happen, so we could avoid it, and the cops get involved, and so they could stop the murder. And it's just sad that there's people out there that are actually like this. And even though we live in 2019 where we're more aware of our surroundings, kind of, murder is always going to be out there. People are going to hate, people are going to be insane somehow, people are just going to have a bad uprising, and it sucks. And sorry I got off topic, but last but not least, this murder was in San Francisco, October 11, 1969. His name was Paul Stein. He was a taxi driver.
Oh, I remember this scene specifically in the movie.
Oh, you saw the movie?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Or the whole thing. I don't even remember that part.
But yeah, so the Zodiac Killer comes in. I guess he tries to
stab him, I think, or shoot him.
Not stab him. She tries to steal something from him, and then he kills him right there.
And doesn't he forget a glove there?
Yeah, he forgets his glove. He shoots him, and then he escapes. But then they just knew it was him because of his glove and evidence and stuff.
Almost got caught there.
He almost got caught right there. He almost got caught right there. I mean, which wish they did, because actually I don't know how I feel about that. Like, do I want him to get caught, or do I not want him to get caught? I do, because there has to be justice.
He killed other people, saved.
But then second, but like he escaped. There's not a lot of people who escaped besides what's that one fool that jumped out of the window of the cop car, heading to the library.
Ted Bundy? It was
Ted Bundy. I think it was Ted Bundy. Stupid ass.
Whoa, relax.
Oh, I swear, if I see a murder, I don't know if I would do anything to him, because he'll probably murder me. But I just
shots at his fitted.
Cut that. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so these were all the murders he claimed he did. We don't know that's all. If that's all. There's probably way more than just 5 or 6, dude. There's probably way more, because he even said it. It's I'm summarizing what he said. It's basically like a sport to him. Killing is like a sport, which if you say that, I mean, if you go hunting, you try to get as much as you can. And imagine him saying that. It's just like, damn, there probably been another 20, 30 murders that are all linked to just him. But
yeah, and there's a few people that they believe that are the Zodiac.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's a lot of it's a wide range of people.
Gotcha.
From Ted Kaczynski, from also to Charles Manson.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, which eventually, or that he eventually moved to Scotland. So they believe that he just moved out, but I don't know where Scotland came out of. Was he just
maybe
Scottish?
Maybe
Scottish? I don't know.
Maybe because of the timeline. Maybe there's a lot of murders over there, and it was like, oh crap, it could have been the Zodiac Killer. But who knows?
Oh yeah, true. That does make sense. Oh wait, convicted more murders, and so he ended up. I don't know. That's weird. Anyways,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So so 10 of the people that the last one, you're to think what the heck, but so the number one people that people think that who he was Rick Marshall.
Wait, who is he?
He was he was some guy who ran a ham radio station, I guess. He was very into the Zodiac Killer. He matched a little bit of his description, and actually the police found some evidence that convicted him that he was he was a killer. Yeah, and then it was crazy that the fact that he lived several miles away from the last known Zodiac murder.
How many?
Several miles away, so not that far away. He was actually so the Zodiac used a typewriter called the Royal Typewriter, and a telegraph machine to contact the police. And he owned both of them. Yeah.
That could be it.
Bruce Davis. So this guy, we don't know much about him, but he was known as a criminal. He had a criminal background. He moved to California, which that's where some of the killings happened, and that the police and the FBI were actually behind him. They kept an eye on him everywhere he goes because he was a known killer. He was found guilty of two murders already.
Dang.
Yeah, and the police did actually ask Davis about the Zodiac crimes because they were pretty convinced that it was him. But then he believed that he wouldn't talk about them, and that he wouldn't be formally charged about him because he didn't mention anything about it, and the police didn't have much evidence. Only that he was the known criminal that moved over there.
Gotcha.
But I keep saying that's my little pause word. All right, and the crazy thing is that a few days after Davis's father died, that's when the Zodiac Killer began his attacks.
Dang.
So they kind of assumed that too. This guy looks pretty creepy. Gareth Penn. Arthur Gareth Penn suspected that his professor, Michael O'Hare was a Zodiac Killer. Penn believed that his professor was involved. I'm sorry, I'm reading this straight out of this verse. I'm sorry, but this kind of caught my attention. I don't know why. I didn't read it the whole thing. But yeah, so he was pretty dang convinced that his professor was the killer, and that but then the people were like, wait, why are you convicting him of the killer? You could be the killer. So the suspicion turned around and went towards Gareth. And then he was pretty intelligent, but he was obsessed with the Zodiac Killer. Some people are just obsessed with killers, kind of like that girl who married Ricardo. Was him, right? Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that he was suspected to be at a lot of the Zodiac killings.
Really?
Where it happened, yeah. He was also known to be able to decipher the Mount Diablo map, where it talked about him fighting some murder scenes. He was able to decipher it. So
quote cipher it.
Yeah, he was able to decode it basically. And Penn is still considered one of the prime suspects of the Zodiac killings.
I feel like it could be him.
Well, why?
Because he's always around. He knows where it's at. He somehow knows how to decode a cipher note. I don't know.
Another one is Guy Hendrickson. Hendrickson. Okay. Damn. I can't read. You can't speak.
Hammer broke. Damn it.
but we got one thing in common.
What?
We both broke.
True.
Yeah. And some of the crazy claims that people blame is that this guy, his name was Guy.
Oh yeah.
What was the murderer? His own daughter was in a press conference, and that she actually released some strange information about this crazy murder. That how do you know this information type of thing,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then and okay, so apparently that the guy took his daughter with him when he was convicted for the murder. So he took his own daughter with him.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know. That's
weird.
Yeah, it's weird. So his daughter with the last name Perez claimed that Hendrick Guy told her that the gunshots that he murdered people were just firecrackers. So Perez heard sounds, and they're like, no, they're just firecrackers, and that the stamp that the people that the Zodiac Killer used, that he owned it as well, and that sometimes that he had a mask that was worn by the Zodiac. So he had a mask with the Zodiac symbol on it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and then finally, She also said that her father had killed 30 to 40 people and had to apologize on his deathbed for it. That's freaking crazy.
That is.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like it could have been all it could have been multiple
If
guys.
you think about it,
It could be.
just following the trend and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah, that's true. And then this guy, one of the guys, Theodore J. Kardinsky, another person that they they think that's the Zodiac Killer is Theodore, aka the Unabomber.
Unabomber.
Have you heard of him?
No.
We'll talk about him maybe. We'll see. But yeah, they started doing research on this guy, not guy, but like
on this man.
And then they found that like he was connected, but to the Zodiac Killer. That they found they're pretty similar between him and the Zodiac Killer. So there's a few similarities with them. And then he also lived in the San Francisco Bay Area around the time of those killings, which is pretty interesting.
That is.
And that he and then his signatures that were in his yearbook was similar to the Zodiac signature.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and this guy Evan Von Best Jr. That looks very dang similar to the
Zodiac Killer.
Yeah, drawing.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah. So
what's his name?
Earl Von Best.
Oh okay.
Yeah, he's the closest facial feature to the sketch that the Zodiac did. That was drawn by Gary V. Best's bio. Oh, never mind. My bad. Wrong information. I messed up. But yeah, so he was found to be like the most alike picture, and facial features, and actually his father's DNA that was found in the crime scene. So his DNA was found in some of the crime scenes. What if it was multiple people, dude?
I think that could be it.
Yeah, and this guy right here, not much is known about this guy. His name is Lawrence Kane, but most of the evidence that's coming up has proven him guilty of some of the decipher codes of the killer.
Gotcha.
So it kind of shows that he was found guilty on some of those things that were on the ciphers. And then right here, I just kind of want to get to the last one because the last one's pretty interesting. So we'll just skip to the last one.
Yeah.
Arthur Lane Allen, not this guy, but he kind of has a symbol on his watch. We'll see what it says. At the beginning of around October, like late October, 1960s, Arthur Lay. I can't read. Allen he became the prime suspect of the murders of the murder of Chiu Bon Bates, which was I guess one of the. No, he wasn't a victim.
Her name is Cherry Jo Bates.
Oh, I said Cherry Ching.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. Dang.
Wow, dude.
Wow, I'm
you
dumb.
need some new glasses, man.
I'm dumb, dude. I'm tired. Man.
Cherry Jo Bates.
All right, let's just skip that one.
Right.
Let's go to the last one.
Let's go to the last one. This one's pretty funny.
Okay.
But who knows if he actually is?
He's now.
Who knows?
No, look, I'll show you. Unless I don't know. But like, the most recent Zodiac suspect was in 2013 with Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz.
Look, so they believe that he was one of the suspects because he fit the description of the Zodiac Killer, which kind of doesn't. Maybe a little bit, but not. But then he tried to cover. So when people ask him about the Zodiac, he tried to cover it up by doing some stuff. I don't know, but yeah, I guess some journalists just kind of proclaimed that he was a serial killer, and 38% of people in Florida that voted believe that Ted Cruz was the Zodiac Killer. Might be the Zodiac Killer. 10% of the 38% were for sure he was a Zodiac Killer. 28% weren't sure if he was the killer. But here, look, we know that he's not the Zodiac Killer because he was born 2 years after the Zodiac killings began.
Bruh, it's born.
So this shows how people are stupid, dude.
No, not even just that.
How people are gullible.
Hold on. what was that other guy's name that took the biological? I remember seeing he was a what's his name? Hold on. Just
This DNA.
his DNA.
That guy, Evan Van Best Jr.?
Yeah, Earl Van Best Jr. He said that
what?
that his biological son
Yeah.
raised to be it claimed that his father was the famous murderer. But if you think about it, maybe the son had another kid, and like Earl Van Best told his son that he's the Zodiac Killer, that he has to carry his work, but he's like, nah, I'm gonna snitch on you, and then
Be famous, but he didn't get famous.
get famous. Then the biological son, and then the grandson picks up the grandpa's work, and then the grandson's Ted Cruz. You get me? So Earl tells his son, "I'm the murderer. Carry my work."
I don't know.
And then,
this seems like a stretch, bro.
dude, I don't know, man. But I kind of go with like,
No,
I think it's everyone.
He was born 2 years after the killing.
No, oh, that's true. Damn. Nope, that's a
Plot twist.
Yeah, plot twist.
Messes up everything.
Damn. But I think it was multiple people, because the typewriter, the stamp, the mask,
Dude, it
did
could
all different people.
but-
The signature.
But there was no Reddit back then. No way people could communicate.
No Reddit.
That's
Shout
where-
out to our Reddit podcast. Those are pretty fun.
Yeah, we should do another one someday.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it is cold. And I'm wearing I'm all geared up right now too.
I have shorts. I have a shirt. I'm freezing.
But yeah, guys, so thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know we were kind of scattered everywhere, but that's besides the case. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Listen to us at Podbean, Apple Music, Castbox, Spotify, Go Music. I don't know where, everywhere, anywhere. And follow us on Instagram at Broke Boy Podcast. And sorry for stuttering and not able to talk right. It's just been a heavy day for us. And yeah, guys, we thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. Goodbye.